Down for me, like how you charge, like, yes, hourly, how many hours, what is your creative director, what are they worth? What are the hourly rates?
So logo. How many people here design logos? Yeah, okay. All right. So we'll ask the group then. Logo. So the question is how much, hourly rates, how do you break it down, whatever. How much do you guys charge for a logo? Okay, depends. Anybody? What else? Colors. $20,000.
Oh, Gabriel saw 20,000.
Gabriel.
Nice.
Sold. 20,000. Gabriel, what do you do for a $20,000 logo? She's basically saying, you give me $20,000, I design you a logo, you own it. It's yours.
Oh, okay. So she.
But
Okay.
anything else? Do you do anything else? Okay, 20,000. That's great. You're looking at it. That's our whole studio. Any other numbers to throw in here, you guys? That's a pretty big jump. That's 3x. Oh, let's look at it, guys. That's
a lot.
3x of that. My math is pretty good. Now the math is not so good. Rocio, a smart person, tell me what the math is on that.
Is this
What
20x?
is that to that? Huh? No, it's not 20x.
17.
All right, okay. That's the good x. It's not 40. Your math is terrible.
X.
Good x. 13, yeah, it's some weird number like that. But it's good. That's a good x. That's great. Let's talk about this. So, you guys want to know the answer to this? We can talk the whole night. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to tell you. Just, will you relax? You know what? You got too much testosterone going on, dude. Easy it up with the weights, will you? All right, just relax. So here's the thing, and I did this talk recently, and I'll draw a logo for you guys. It's a pretty good logo. Okay? What's that logo worth? Billions. Because if I have a t-shirt, it's worth nothing, or it's worth the materials that it costs to make it. I put that on there, and kids will pay $20 for it. It's pretty weird. So that logo is worth a lot, but the logo is just a part of their brand, right? So that illustration could have been something else. I'm pretty sure we'd pay the same amount. And you know that because when Michael Jordan has his Jumpman shoe, it's a different mark. That now is worth a lot. Okay? So why is it that some people can charge 1x for that, 10x for it, and 100x? Why is that? That's important. Okay? The value to the client. So this is one client. Let's assume that's a skirt. That's a mom and pop business. So that value to them is meh. Okay? And on the opposite side of this is some kind of giant corporation. So somewhere between here. So everybody here presumably is talented enough to draw this logo. For sure. But depending on who you give it to, the price should change. So then now we're not charging for time. We're charging for value. Here's one thing that you need to know, because I talked to some of the guys that worked over at Landor and Associates. They designed some of the world's biggest brands. FedEx, Kinko's, H&R Block. They get $1 million logo. Okay? Green square. But it's a good green square. What they have when the logo doesn't work well is they have risk. Okay? Uber had backlash. People revert their logos and they went through all this stuff. So there's a lot of risk involved. Okay? And then they have physical things that they put the logo on. It costs them a lot of money. So are they going to hire some rinky-dink podunk operation to create a logo for them when they have to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to reprint the airplanes, all the brochures, everything that this thing touches forever for a long, long time? That's an expensive proposition. That's why you would want to charge them a lot more. So you don't go into it saying it's a flat number. You price the client, not the job. What's the value? Okay. A logo, when you guys say ROI, I don't love that because this mark could have been anything and it would still be as valuable to them. So it doesn't technically have a positive business impact, but it can have a really negative business impact. And people hate it. It looks like a giant phallic symbol. Sometimes these things do, right? So that's why it's terrible. Now, for me, I had this thing where I need to charge a certain amount of money for a project, otherwise I can't use it in, because if you look at the space of the big building, you've got to pay a lot of people, electricity, it costs a lot of money just to do business. So I know I can only manage so many jobs a month, so just by virtue of what it costs for me to do business, my rates are going to be getting much higher than yours. Okay? So what do we charge here? You're in frame. That's Frank, you guys. Look good for the camera, dude. Okay. What do we charge? I think we charge anywhere between $15,000 to $30,000 for the logo. We charge anywhere between $20,000 to $50,000 to do the strategy before we draw the logo. Okay. Charge another $10,000 to write messaging, and we charge another $10,000 or so to do the applications, depending on what they ask for. The applications typically are three things. I say pick three, right? So it's going to be a business card. Writing a little fast and sloppy here, I'm sorry. Straight, please. Business card. What else do they want? Letterhead, thanks, man. Letterhead. Email blast. That should be its own thing moving into the future, because that's a lot of work. Huh? Brand guides is included in this. The usage guide is included in it. It's a template we have. It's pretty easy to just knock it out. That's what we charge to do the logo.
How do you break it down? Like for the logo, is it just like flat rate, or do you have like
Flat rate.
account executives that are doing like they charge their hours?
No, I don't do hourly. No, it'll look something like this, okay? Line item number 3, logo. You're going to have 3 rounds. Okay? $18K. That's it. The other ones I have more words to use, but the logo I don't know what else to use.
And so when you show that to your client, they don't care, they don't know how many hours you do, how many.
No. Okay. What should you say when somebody says, how many hours? I need to see the breakdown. The accountants need to know how many hours of work. What are you going to say? Well, we don't charge hourly, but what's a good response besides saying no F you? What's a good response?
I'd ask them, does it matter how many hours you put in, or we put in, or does it matter the value you're going to get out of it?
Well, then sometimes they can get pretty sophisticated, like, no, we want to know, right? Right? They don't just say, like, okay, you win. Is anybody else, have you had that conversation before?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I guess it's that confidence of giving them their value again. Like if you're gonna pay so much, you're gonna get this many hours or this much amount of my effort. So I guess it's that confidence of I'm not just charge you 18 because I have experience and we have award winning and we have whatever all this to back it up. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you're saying.
we want
So
them to
there's an issue of confidence to be able to walk into the room and say, that's the number, that's how I work, that's our policy, that's how we work. So there's the issue of confidence. Do you know Paul Rand, famous Paul Rand? I think he charges like $1 million for a logo. It's like sometimes it takes me 2 weeks, sometimes it takes a year. I'll know when I'm ready. I'll see you in a little bit. That's how he did it. He's not apologizing. Go ahead.
I always like the Polly Shear reference with
Which
the
is?
city logo, where she literally drew it on a cocktail napkin in that meeting where they were going over what they were looking for,
also had a better version of that, but yes, that's the same idea, right? It didn't take me 10 seconds, it took me a lifetime to draw like this. Okay? So look guys, here's the thing. I like to argue. I like to debate. Okay, so I can debate this a number of different ways. So you guys are? Do you guys want it to be more interactive? You guys want to argue with each other first? Or how do you want to do this? Or you just want the answer, let's go home? What's that? What was the... You care about the slides. It's like, ding. Okay. I'll just give you the answer. I can do anything you guys want. We can role play, we can juggle, we can do whatever you want. Okay? All right. John, give me a hypothetical hourly rate. Doesn't have to be yours, but give me an hourly rate. Hopefully divisible by 18, okay? What? 200, okay. 200 bucks an hour. Okay. 200 bucks an hour, Lucille? 9? Is that 90 hours? Somebody? Yeah? 200 bucks an hour times 90 hours. Okay. So John, you be the client. I'll be John. Okay? Take the mic. I will argue with you. Okay? Here's tactic number 1. I don't like this tactic, but I'll use it with you right now. John, are you ready? You're the client, and I'm you. Okay? So you ready? No. So you want to know my hourly rate. So my hourly rate's this times this. So I have a question for you, client. Why do you want to know my hourly rate?
Because I want to know where my $18,000 is going.
Okay, so does that mean if I do work less hours, I should charge you less?
Yeah.
So if I go over those hours, I should charge you more?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying to me, you value this logo taking longer rather than shorter. So it means if I just tell you it took me 4 months to work on it, you will now owe me $36,000.
If it's in my budget and if I think you're worth it, but I would also ask, why would it take that long to make that money?
I would put a lot of effort into it.
But I could hire somebody else who would charge me the same rate, but quicker.
So you value time over money then?
Sure. As a business
Okay.
person, yeah.
So here's the deal. I work really fast. I can come up with a logo, but I'm being punished for me being efficient and really good. You understand? The logic doesn't work now. That's the problem. So clients can't have it both ways. They can't say, tell me how many hours, but you can't go over it. I can't put a cap on it. It has to have some symmetry to the logic. So if I work less, you want me to pay me less. So then there's a lot of analogies that you can draw now. Most business people value time. Remember the beginning of our talk? Time is the most important thing I have. That's it. So if I could do a logo for you right now and you love it in 5 minutes, are you saying it's worth less than 18 or is it worth more now? Because I saved you a lot of time. We can go to market right now. It's worth more. So charging by the hour punishes me for being good. Now I'll tell you what, you can hire 4 interns straight out of school. They'll charge a couple $100 total, and you'll wait. And then you'll say it's not right, but you can't articulate to them and they don't know why. And you keep waiting, you keep revising, and what aren't you doing now? You're not running your business, John. Shouldn't you be focused on your business? So my job is this, John. I'm going to give you an amazing logo that you're not going to have to change for a long time. A mark that you're going to be proud of, that people are going to look at and clearly understand what it is that you do. That's worth $18,000 today. Come back to me in a year, it'll be 26. That's what it's worth today. That's it.
So you're putting basically you're putting value to yourself, to what you're worth.
Well, I'm basing this price just on you, actually. If you were bigger, that number would just go up.
No, but what I'm saying is that you're defending or arguing the value of $18,000 by saying that what you're going to do or your value of your work is worth $18,000. So good, so much better. So you're trying to elevate.
Did I say that?
In a way, yeah.
Okay. Then you said it, not me.
Right. That's what.
I don't
as
believe
a,
I
as
said
a client,
any of
I'm
those
thinking
words.
that. I'm thinking
That's what
like,
you're thinking.
Yeah.
So what do we just do here? So Frank Shee, when I sell him that I'm better and worth all this stuff, he's not gonna believe me. I didn't say any of those words. I think we can replay the tape.
Right.
I don't believe I said any of those words, but Jung thinks that because I'm confident and I'm presenting it like this.
Right. It's confidence, but you're also comparing to saying you have 3 interns that make whatever $1 building up the value of not only the value of the quality of your work, but also the efficiency of your work as well. So you're kind of putting a lot of values to it.
I think so. I think so. Just try this idea out for size. Symmetry of logic. If it works like this in design, does it work like this somewhere else in our life? Look for an example. So you're going to go on vacation, or you're going to go out for dinner, and you want the house to be spotless by the time you get back. What do you value there? That the job gets done by the time you're back. That's important to you. Now, my friend, who owns his own design agencies, you know, he's a big deal. He said something like this: I don't believe you can use this, but he uses it because he can say it. Okay? He says, "Do you like Nikes? Do you like Nikes, John? No. Just
Okay,
play
I like,
freaking along.
I like Nikes.
You don't understand how these games work. Yeah, you like Nikes, right? They're worth $700. Do you care how those shoes are made? Do you care that there's some kid who's paid 50 cents to work on that? Do you care? You just care that they're Nikes, right? That's imagery of logic there. What you care about is the end product, that it's a high quality product and it lives up to your expectations. So he says that. So he tells them to F off. He does. I've had lots of business conversations with him. He's crazy. But he's effective.
Okay, so I'm going back to the drawing right over here where Nike is 1x, 10x, 100x.
Yeah.
Value to the client from the mom and pop versus large corporation.
Yes.
And the way I measure value is by increasing profit or reducing risk. Right?
No, I didn't mention profit. You're just reducing risk.
Just reducing risk.
Yes. And you can also look at it like this. How many things will this logo touch? They print. What is your printing budget? It's $40 million. Well, I'm not going to charge you $2,000. You won't get the job, by the way. If you underbid that project, they'll be really scared. So you can ask them, what's your printing budget? How many things does this mark touch? What happens when this goes wrong? So in their mind, like, oh my God, you're right. So you can hire somebody for less money.
Before you even offer up whatever kind of service and pricing you're getting on the information, map in your head of what the end product is going to render them so you can see what kind of value it's going to.
I don't do my head, I do it live with you. Sean, how many things are we going to print? Blah, 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 blah. What's your printing budget? Like, oh my gosh. What do you think you should spend on that? I just try and get them to say it. You guys see the theme here? I just want to do like a meta moment here. Please. Meta moment is I don't want to say it. I just want to ask you questions until you say it. When you say it, you believe it. You guys understand that? Because you'll lose this fight every single time. I just ask lots of questions.
Right. Sorry, so now playing devil's advocate, I'm sorry, this
Amy Guzman.
Amy. Okay, so I'm talking to you, I've already talked to you. I followed her on Instagram and I'm engaging with all her stuff and I see her engagement is doing well because she's a really great graphic designer.
Yeah.
And so now I'm coming to you and she's quoting me $1,500.
Right.
And now I'm coming to you and you're saying $1,000. Now I'm trying to figure out because I know she does really great work that I mean, what's the difference? Because I feel that she does great work. She gets a lot of engagement. I'm trying to see how she would be a riskier, that much riskier person.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Is the logo important to your business?
Yeah.
Okay. It means something. So if it's right, you can move on with your business. If it's wrong, you have to redo this process again. Is that right?
Right.
So I understand there's some risk associated with picking the wrong vendor. What criteria would you use to determine if it's a good vendor for you or not? Proof. So what's proof to you? Case studies. Does Amy have more case studies than us? Okay, what's your next thing?
What other criteria might be?
Yes.
That's it. Someone know that.
Think about the risk. Think like a client. Don't think like a designer. Think like a client. How long have you been in business? How many referrals do you have? What's your credit history like? I want to see your office space. How many employees work for you? And for all those things, theoretically, I can beat Amy on. So you can take risk or not. Are you a gambler?
So you can.
Huh?
So for me, which I don't have the credibility obviously that blind does, so I wouldn't be able to be in the same ballpark figure. Like I can't even.
No, you can. Here's the thing I'm going to tell you guys right now. You can all do this right now. Everybody always thinks because I'm this person, I've done this, and I've had these awards, and it doesn't matter because the first day I started, I wanted to charge these rates anyways. I was already working like that. Okay? You just have to be able to say it out of your mouth. Because the first time I charged $10,000 for strategy was the first time I charged $10,000 for strategy. I didn't do it for 100, and then 200, and 250. I just went for it. And when they paid, I'm like, oh, this was really good. I need to charge $20,000 for strategy. And that's how we keep getting these things up. And then I find out some other fools charge $1 million. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I can charge more for this. That's it. You just have to believe that this is what it's worth. And it has to be relative to the risks of the company. I don't care who you are. You can be Paul Rand. You can be anybody you want. He's not alive anymore. Mom and pop comes to him. He's going to do it for a sandwich. Because that's what it's worth to them. Okay? Clients don't choose the best option. They choose the least risky option. You need to appear as the least risky thing. So just ask them, what criteria are you using to make your decision? You should already know this. I know it. They run credit history check. They want to see your referrals, okay? Social proof is really important. They want to know that you're an expert. Well, you know what? I wrote the book literally on brand. There it is. I teach and consult people how to do this. I don't say it like that.